Nice. Cool. So what you have to do? We'll go by step. Cool. So what the question says is create a cryptocurrency dashboard for user. Okay. So a table on homepage of the front end which shows name of the currency and its current price. Okay. Front end is just single HTML file. No need of React or anything else. Okay. So you can do this question with the simple JavaScript also. Cool. If take reference from any of the existing sites like this and this, okay, we'll go at later. There must be a price column for every currency. This price changes every fixed interval, initially 500 milliseconds. Okay. The prices come from server through WebSockets. These prices are randomly generated values, nothing else. Generate random values for all currencies every 500 milliseconds and send them to front end. Okay, so there will some logic which will change our values directly from backend. We don't have any logic in the front end. Cool. Bonus points for generating values nearby previous values. Example, 50 becomes either 52, 53, 48, 47, 48. Nice. So we have to generate values near 50, near this value 50. Every row has a buy button. When users clicks on buy, show a prompt to user how many stocks he want to buy. Then according to this number, add that currency quantity in user's account in backend. Okay, so once there will be some buy button in the users table, and once he is clicking on that buy, what we have to do? First, we have to do a prompt. Okay, prompt is something like an alert, but the difference is it will be having a input button also, input field also, not a button. So add that currency quantity in user's account backend. Once it's done, so alert to the user purchase success. Okay, once you have written the quantity on that input field that the prompt will give us, then we have to show purchase success. Okay, this data is stored in backend when in memory is fine, no need of MongoDB. Okay, so this means even in memory is fine means you can take a simple array or just a simple JSON file where you can just store your data. It will be okay. There are three currencies A, B, C. You can assume their initial values anything. Assuming A is 50 INR, initially user don't have any A currency. User clicks buy. He sees a prompt how much of quantity AUA you want to buy. He enters 4. So users own 20 rupees of currency A now. Okay. So when will be giving the means when user has buy that currency successfully. So what will be the amount? The quantity that he put on that prompt and the price that it was at that time. So we'll just multiply those things, the price and the current quantity he has entered. Okay. At the top of the table, give a mechanism to change the interval at which currencies are updating. It could be anything, checkboxes, select drop down, etc. There will be three values: 500 milliseconds, 1 seconds, and 1.5 seconds. Okay. So those values which are getting changed near 50, like 50, either becomes 52, 53. Initially, what you have to do? You have to give, I think, okay. Initially, we have to do 500 milliseconds, but there should be there should be one more option to change those intervals. Means the changing of random values should be also in the client's control, means in the user's control. He can either make them change by 1 second or either by 1.5 seconds. So how many currencies users own somewhere below the dashboard? Okay, so we have to also show that how much users has buy the stock or the currencies that he owns, that is owning right now. If user refreshes page, he should still see the data. Nice. Okay, so if we'll refresh, this should not go anywhere like this. Okay, but where does it go? Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. When user change this interval on front end time, the time at which currencies are updating changes. When user changes this interval on front end, the time, okay. Once user select, suppose it's 500 milliseconds in the front end. Okay, the values are getting changed with the interval of 500 milliseconds. And we have given the users a mechanism to change the intervals according to his choice, right? So whenever user clicks on the 1 second, we have to change that time interval to 1 second. Cool. Make sure all this processing is happening in backend, including sockets, timers. Nothing should be stored in front end. That is, if page get refreshed, we should still see the user's information. Okay. This thing we have already discussed. Like all this, like changing of the interval, storing the data, is now purchase successful. All those things should be happening in backend. Nothing should happen in front end except the UI and the client and all those functions which we are going to give the client. Right? If pages get refreshed, we should distill the user information. Cool. It's fine if server is storing data in memory, so it's fine if server restarts, we lose the data, but as long as server is running, we should be able to see the data. Yeah, storing data in memory means just a simple array. Like you have okay. Okay. Wait, instead of this, I will go to VS Code directly. We make a folder here. Yes. Cool. New file. Next. Nice. So if we are doing let array, it should be here. Means this is something called like save in memory, nothing else. So if we are pushing it in some data in our array, so it will be here. This data will be in our array. If you have defined our array like this will be data. This data will save in our array till we don't refresh or say till we don't kill our connection. Till that time, this data will be in our array. If you like closes the VS Code or if it closes the connection, then this data might get lost. This is what storing data in memory is. Cool. So till here, everyone get the concept, like what the question is actually saying. Cool. Yes, I got only one as yes as answer. Okay, one. Nice. So everyone got right. Cool. So before starting, like, is there anyone like who is having problem with WebSockets? Do you want me to like explain the WebSockets, the type of overview? What are WebSockets and why do we use them? Just like that, simply. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. So method is for yes. Okay. Okay. I will just go give you an overview. No worries. Cool. So yeah. So see, first let's see what actually our HTTP server do. Okay. So server is just nothing but a container which just serve files, and what you do, we just handle the request and give the information that the client or users want. Okay, in the simple language. Okay, so see, to get anything from the server, either it is getting or either it is sending the information to the server, what you have to do, we have to do something from the client side, right? If you want to get the information from the client side, what you have to do, you have to fetch, right? Fetch or fetch that information or get that information using exhaust.get like that, right? So, and if you want to like store something in our server, what you have to do, we have to do post from the client side, right? This is the case. Is server like no, without telling it like what do we want? Suppose if I open a new tab and till the time I will not click on this in this Gmail thing, it will not give me any response, right? The server know like I want this Gmail as a response. No, right? The Google server knows till I don't click on it, it will not fetch me any information, right? It will the case. So so you can say like this server here is a type of half duplex communication. Half duplex. By the half duplex means I mean the one-way communication. Commu. One way com, or say one way com directly. There's a short form I'm using for communication. Cool. So till the point I will not do anything. It will not give me any response or anything, any information that I want, right? But suppose if there is a server, okay, if these WhatsApp, okay, let's say example for the WhatsApp. Suppose if the WhatsApp and Instagram or Telegram have made their servers the chat applications on these HTTP servers or the simple servers. So what will happen? See, suppose there are billion of users like this, right? Suppose there are billion of users. So if this user, this U1 wants to message this U2, right? What he is doing? He is sending the information to the server, right? This is our server. He is sending the information to our server. This is a simple HTTP server. Okay. So this U1 is sending this user one is sending the information, is sending a message. Information, don't take it as information, just say hi. He's sending a message hi to the server. So, and he wants this message to be received by this user 2. So till the point this user 2 don't refresh and or say don't get, right? If you will not do anything, just take the example as for don't refresh only. So if he will not, suppose this is the phone for the user, and till the time he comes in the Telegram and don't refresh the server for that to say the server like that he wants the information, is there any new messages? So till the point he don't refresh, will he get this message hi? No, right? Why? Because this server don't know this is the point to but what will the point to send the information to him, or this server will not send the information till he don't ask for this, right? Till the user, if this user 2 will ask for this information, this hi, then this server will give this information to the user 2, right? So suppose there is a same case with the billion of users. Like this also sending messages to this user, to this, and also sending message to this user. So for every 500 milliseconds, for every second, for every 2 seconds, or after every 10 seconds, what this user have to do? He has to every time refresh, right? So do you want if suppose you are in the case, अगर आप होते user 2 के जो will want to refresh every time, then you will get the message. Will you want? No, right? So this thing is here what happens, our WebSocket comes into the picture. Our WebSocket comes into the picture. So what our WebSocket do is, WebSockets create a communication, okay, create a connection, or say create a connection this between the user and the server, okay, and this connection is a full duplex communication. Why it is a full duplex communication? See what will happen in this connection. What will happen? See, if this user sends a request, okay, sends a message, or say sends a message hi to this server, and he wants this message to be delivered to U2. So what will happen with U2? Without refreshing the page, this U2 will get a notification, okay, that you have a new message. The same thing that we get in the message in the WhatsApp. Like what happened? If someone message me hi, I will get a notification, right? You have a hi from this user A and this user B, right? So this is what our WebSockets help us. Means this problem is solved with WebSocket. Why? Because it creates a full duplex communication. Means if someone is sending a message to someone, okay, then that user don't have to refresh every time. He will, if there is a message for that user, Okay, if there is a message for that user will automatically get that message. It's type of full duplex communication. Means full duplex means user is also sending the message, server is also sending the message. There is no need to tell the server like I need a message, please give me a message, right? So where the communication is two-way, where the communication is two-way communication, means server and client are both are participating on in that in that connection. That is called the full duplex communication. And WebSockets is a technology that allow us to do full duplex communication or say a bidirectional communication. So this is what our WebSockets do. Okay. So is there any like doubt or queries regarding this, whatever we have learned till now? Anything? Everyone got the concept? Like what is WebSocket? Cool. Yes. No, sir, got it. Cool. No, nice. So yeah, we'll be moving ahead to our solving that coding problem. Okay. Cool. So if you like want to code along with me, you can. But do tell me like if you're coding along with me, do tell me so that I can give you the time. Because if I will like if I don't know you are coding along with me and I'm just doing coding from my side, then might you get lost in between, and that will like be a बहुत आपका फिर ध्यान change कर देगा. Okay, so do you guys want time in between while coding? Okay, so you are coding along with me? No, no. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, so we'll just solve this problem. Cool. So first let's get the point like from where we can start. Okay, so this problem is regarding the WebSockets, right? So what we can do, we can just first set up a server for WebSocket. Okay, set up a type of server which will help us to handle files and also which will set up a WebSocket connection also, right? So that we have a type of bidirectional flow of communication. Cool. So let's do it. So for it, I'll be saying, okay, so before it, what I'll be needing is, yeah, npm init -5. Yeah, we'll be setting up our S3 server and Express server. Cool. Npm I, what is this? We'll be needing codes. Yeah, cool. Let's see it. Express, and what else we need? Can you tell me what else we need? Yeah, socket IO. No. Mongoose is not rated here because we'll be just using the simple memory, not that Mongoose. If time left, we can do it with the Mongoose also. No worries. Socket.io. And yeah, node want to automatically restart the server if there are any updates. Cool. Yeah. So all is there. Nice. Yeah. So I will create a source folder in which we will be doing all our logic for backend, and we'll also have a public folder inside which we will have the HTML file, which will we serve in our for the client for the UI side. Cool. So let's set up const. I'll say const express require express. Cool. I'll be creating a app const express, and I'll also needing const require ports. Okay. What else we need? HTTP server, cons HTTP, for where HTTP. Cool. And what else we need? A server that will set up. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, what else we need? A server from the socket.io. Server require socket.io. Cool. So what else we need to do? Will be setting up a HTTP server with http.create server and app and socket server, WebSocket server, which will allow through which we will do the bidirectional communication. Your server HTTP server. And now let's try to listen it. Okay, HTTP server dot listen 8080. This is the port and this is the callback function console. Okay, if okay, we don't need that thing. Just console dot log server is running on port 88. Cool. And what I will do is so I dot get just simple dot see if our server is actually running or not. Okay. Dot get what should we do? As okay, sorry. Rec res request and response and what else no sender response as welcome. Cool. Also, we will be setting up a connection here. Connection. I'll be passing a socket here. Socket dot anything that you want. Socket as x e x y z and we'll just sync socket and console dot log up client as connected. Cool. So anything else is left? I don't think so. Cool. So yeah, let's try to run it. Okay, I don't the start as node mode. We have the node mode. src slash. Cool. Let's try to run it. npm and start. Let's try to open it. Okay. So localhost 80p. Cool. Yeah, we got the welcome, right? Cool. So next what we'll do, we'll try to create our index, HTML index. So yeah, so or PS h1 here and oh, is this spelling correct? 0 to currency. Give it a try. H1 okay, cool. This is enough. So can anyone tell me like how can we send that this file to our if someone requests to our server? Can anyone like what will the command here? Yeah, right. So what will be send file? No. Yeah, it will be sent by. But can we use dir name here? You can use EJS also. It's up to you how you want. And there is something called send file. And instead of welcome, I will say, okay, let's type it the IR name first. Slash, what it is? Public slash index.html. Okay, so can we use their name? Okay, let's see what's the response. Okay, if I'll refresh it, so no such file or directory stat. What's the same? Or check this. We are in the PSC folder. What dir gives us the current directory in which we are in, of where from where we are invoking that dir, right? Yeah. So there is alternative for that. Like if you directly want this root directory, what you can use, there is something called process.cwd. This can use, there's something you can use to get directly the root directory. It will give you the root directory. Now let's try it. Cool. See, our index file is up now. Right. So like we have used something called Express here, and then we are passing it in the http.create server, the Express, that the app that we created through the Express, right? So is there any way like can we do it with directly with HTTP? Can't we do it? Or there is a need for Express? Okay, yeah, we can do it. So like if anyone like want to do it directly with HTTP, what you can do? Just Express missing. Yeah, we have used Express here because like for the syntax, basically for the syntax. Like if here we are doing just test.send file and this is this. But if you have to like do same thing with the HTTP, what you have to do? Express. It also takes a callback function. Okay. So this is the simple HTTP server that you created in your lecture, like I think in the first or second sprint. So what will I will say const index. Okay, and for that we'll be needing one more thing to read the file, that is fs. Require fs. So fs dot read file sync. Okay, so what's the path? The path is this. We can just directly paste it, and after this we can say yeah, cool. There's no need for that. Cool. Res dot write. We can't directly like send the index, right? Because what actually the syntax is, it's a file. So we have to do some configuration for that. So there is something called write head, through which we can tell our the server that yes, we are trying to serve the file, not a simple text. Cool. So there is something called content. Okay, that will be in the headers. Okay, this is all the header. So there's something called content type text HTML slash HTML. It's a text, and what type of text it is? It is HTML text. Cool. So we'll say this, and after this, what we can do? We can do dot and index. So let's see now what happens. Okay. See, I got the same output, right? So Express is just for making the things easy. Cool. So I will comment this. If anyone needs this, you can just come to this folder and can see like how we did it. Fonts TPP equals to dot create server. Okay. What we did? App. Cool. So let's see if the yeah. See. So do you notice something? I'm trying to connect make a connection here. WTS is on dot connection, but it doesn't say anywhere like console.log a client has connected. Can you tell the reason why? Why this is? Can you tell? Yes. Yeah. Because why? Because we have not what does WebSocket connection is actually? It's a bidirectional flow. It needs a server and a client. But there in this case there is no client present. That is why it's not creating a collection. So let's do it. Okay. So what's that command for it? Yeah. Not listening on client side. Okay. So there should be a CDN. Okay. So a client. So just simple. If you don't know something, just go to the just Google it. So git client CDN. We go to here. See, there is the command. We have to copy the script tag, not the simple URL. Copy script tag, paste it here. I will also format the document so it's look easy. Cool. It's look easy. And to the script, what we'll do, we'll try to create a new connection. So on server const, I will say client server equals to IO. This IO is something that this library gives us. Okay, this is a library that helps us to connect with the server, the WebSocket server. You can say. So now try it. We have set up the connection. Cool. So now let's try it. Yeah, I'm refreshing the page. A client is connected. Right? Or if you are like if you have, there is one more thing you can do it. If you will say local host, it will give the URL like where you want to connect actually. It will show it's localhost 8080. I will fill this terminal and I will again restart. So see, it's already saying the client is connected with Wi-Fi. Yeah, we have here. That's why. Yeah. Okay. This is the same, I think. Socket.io, this is the library, this is the version, this is the same version 4.5.4. Oh, yeah, we are using the same version. Cool. Everything is now set up. Setup is done. Now we'll actually move to our problem. Cool. Yeah. So, what our problem says, cryptocurrency dashboard. Okay, so a table on the homepage of the front end shows name of the currency. Okay, it shows the name of currencies. So we are given somewhere the name of currencies. What are those? See, there are three currencies A, B, C. You can assume their initial values. Anything. A is 50 INR. We need a price column and the name. Okay. So these are the two things that we need. So we'll making the currencies in the memory itself here. So I will say let currencies equals to an array. What it needs, I'll providing them an ID. Okay, the name as a, the price as initial values can be anything, but it should be near 50 to 51 for this 51. Cool. I'll just copy paste this thing. Cool. So this will be 2, this will be 3, this will be B, this will be C. Let's just 52, 53. Government document. Now it's cool. Cool. So now what do you have to do? What's the next step? We have to show a table on the home page, right? So let's set this up. So in the home page, is the body. First, we have to show the table. Okay. So how can we do this? Yeah, I'll be seeing div. Let's give it class div class as a table or say currency table. Okay, so here we'll give the table and then a tier tag. Let me know if I am wrong somewhere. Okay, currency. One is currency. The second item is price, and what can be the by prices by price. Yep, by or some or let's say it as by. Cool. So let's check if it's coming in or not. Cool. It's here. Now what we do. So after this, what we can say we have a T body. Okay. So ID currency table body. Currency table body. Save here. Let's try to set up a basic means let's set to hard code for first time. Then we'll remove it. Let's check how actually it is coming. 100 or say 60 instead of a. It should be a button. But good. Let's see. So see, let's give some styling to our this table. What we can say, it's just a simple table code. Table. What we can say, order is 1 x solid grad a grade as padding is 10 px or 8 px text line was thing. It should be the center. Cool. Let's try this. Yeah. Let's make the border for th also. Same thing we'll do for the th and for the tds that we get. Cool. Red is not looking good. Let's make it as black now. Cool. We got a nest. Yeah. Cool. It's good. So let's make this team as its center also. Vegetables class. Display text. Okay. Justify content center and items or items center. Let's try. Yeah, it's cool. Cool, it's coming here. Nice. So we have set up a simple table, right? We are done with the second point. Show a table on the homepage which shows name of the currency and its current price. Okay. So now we have the data in our backend, right? So how can we how can we take it to the front end? What we do? Where we need it? We need it in the front end, right? So in front end, what we'll do? Will we emit or will do one? Can you tell me? on. Cool. We'll do on. So client server dot on. What is it? Get currencies. Cool. Data console log. Data, let's console it first. Same thing will emit here. Nice. We want this data as soon as our current connection starts, right? So what we can do? We can just emit from here. What we have to emit? Get currencies. Good. And what you have to send it? Send there this currencies. Good. Now let's see, are you getting the data or not? Okay, let's me reload. Cool. We got this data. Nice. Now what we'll do? We'll show this data in the UI. So how we can do this? We'll do that currencies. So okay, currency table board. Okay, instead of this, let's say currencies dashboard equals to document dot get document query select this thing dot g. Cool. So you got it. Now let's make a for each. Here the element and the index. Cool. So now what we'll do? We have to show in the table format, right? So what's the syntax for the table? First tr and then td. Cool. So we'll make a tr first for every new row. Document dot create element tr, or I will say directly new row. So it will be easy. Let td, what we do, document dot create element td. Inside this td means inside this currency what we need the name, right? td dot text content equals to l dot name. Cool. So what is name? One is name, second one is price. So we'll connect td positive to document dot create element td do dot text content equals to l dot price. Instead of td, we can say this and this name, this and this. So later can be easy for us. Price. Cool. So what we'll do? New row dot append name price. But there's one more thing that we need. What is that? This button for every currency. So what we'll do? We'll make a button td document dot read element td, and we'll create our button. Let I button equals to document dot create element button by button dot inner text equals to by. So after this, what we'll do? Button td dot append by button, and we'll append this by button to button td to this one. So I think everything is now done. So what's the next thing we have to do? We have to show this in the table, right? We have created every row, right? But we haven't shown in the UI till now. So what we'll do? Currencies dashboard dot inner sorry, dot append new. No. Let's see if it's coming or not. Okay, so it's not coming. Why? Cannot read properties of null reading undefined append. So what's the issue? Current sheets dashboard dot append new row. Okay.
अरे वो सर डॉट यूज कर लिया है, वो हैशटैग यूज करना है क्वेरी सिलेक्टर में.
Okay, so okay, sorry. I make it as ID. Yeah. Thank you. Cool. Now let's see. Yeah, see it's coming. Right. So here what we'll do. We'll just remove this. Don't need this anymore. Right. It's coming. Nice. So we have the currencies in our dashboard from the backend. Now what's the next thing? There must be a price column for every currency. Okay. This price changes every fixed interval. Initially 500 milliseconds. Now we'll try to implement this. Okay. So this price should be changing in every 500 milliseconds, right? So what we can do, what is that what is that what is that, sir? That function that window give that the browser gives us to change in to make a loop, or say means हर एक second more if you want to change every after 50 seconds or 10 seconds, yeah, set interval, right? So how we'll do it? Okay, initially what's our time? Initially our time is 500 milliseconds. So we'll take as our flat initial time. Cool. 500 seconds. 500. Let's make a function for that. Function update time. Cool. What it will do? It will take a argument. Let's do set interval. Cool. And what do you have to change? We have to change these currencies, right? So now how can we do this? Do anyone has any idea? Want to volunteer? Okay, I will do it. No worries. Set interval. What we can do? We can run a loop in this currencies. And now what I will do? I will pass EL element here, and we just have to change the price, right? So what I can do? L dot price equals to math dot random k into 20. And we'll also be trying to floor this, because if we'll not floor this, what will happen? Our value will come in 0.0 point something. Floor math dot random plus 40. So why I have done this? Plus 40. It will give this math dot random will give values less than 20, right? 17, sometimes 16, or the maximum value it will give, it will be at most 20. So 20 and C, it's 20, right? And if we will plus 40, suppose if it's give 15, if it will plus 40, what will be 55? If it's give 12, if we plus 40, what will be 52? So see, every time the value is near 50, right? That is what we wanted, right? Yeah, nearby value. Cool. So we'll do, once this change, what we do? Socket dot emit get currencies and what will do? Currencies. Okay, yeah, set a delay. Thank you. Oh, I forgot. So what's the delay? The time, right? And what we do? We invoke our function update time with initial time. Cool. Everything is good. So let's see if this works or not. Okay. So every time I refresh, okay, so it's getting appending again and again, right? The same value. Why this is? Because we haven't done this. We haven't before like change updating the values in our DOM. We are not actually deleting our previous values, right? So what we'll do, inner HTML dot equals to null. So now see, but see, every time I refresh this, then it gets changed, right? So it's not getting changed by itself. So can you tell me like what can be the reason here? We are doing everything, right? We have set up a set interval and then we are emitting get currencies and this. Okay, wait, I will just remove this RS. Yep. So see, we have done a set interval, right? So every after 500 seconds, it should get changed, right? So can anyone tell me? Put interval in HTML also. Okay. These are getting changed when I refresh them, but it should get changed in by randomly by themselves, right? So okay, I'm invoking function. Okay, so no, why this can be a case? This can't be case. See, what's up if I will like write directly using this, what will happen? Suppose if you want to like change the time in the later time, what you have to you will have to do again. You have to write again set interval, right? So it's good to write this piece of code inside a function so that if we need any other time, what we'll do, we'll just invoke this function with that updated time. Okay, so some of you has got the correct answer. Yeah. What are we doing? See, we have used set interval here, but what we are doing, we are emitting these currencies that got changed here, right? So here what's happening, this set interval is running in the background. It's changing the values continuously, right? But do JavaScript will come again after, will come on this? No. Once here, it will just invoke this with the new values, right? So what we'll have to do, we'll have to keep it inside the interval. So once it has got changed, this will get emit, it will come in the front end, this will get printed in our UI, and then again it will do, and after every 500 milliseconds, what will happen? It will be emitting our this get currencies, and it will be changing up with the new values, right? So let's see now if this works. See, is this working? Yeah. So that was the case. Cool. So we'll move towards our next problem. The price comes from the server to WebSockets. Okay, we have done this. Bonus point for okay, we have also done this. Every has a buy button. When user clicks on buy, so prompt to the users how many stocks he want to buy, then according to his number and that currency quantity in user's account in backend. Once this is done, show alert to the user. Alert to the user purchase success. The data is stored in backend, even in memory is fine. Cool. So we'll try to implement this. Every row has a buy button. Yeah, we have implemented every row has a buy button. When a user clicks on buy, so if someone is clicking on this buy, what do you have to do? We have to prompt to user how many stocks do we want to buy. Cool. So now we'll do this. Okay. So for this, what we'll do? First, we'll do this part. But clicks on buy, show prompt to a user. How many stocks do we want to buy? Okay, so we'll go to index.html. Cool. So where's button? Button is here. What I'll do? What I'll do? Buy button dot on click. You can do anywhere, anyone you want. You know, if you want like dot event listeners, click, and then do the stuff. You can also do that. You can also do this way. On click, it is a arrow function. And now what we'll do? We'll show a prompt. Okay, window dot prompt. What's the prompt? How many stocks he want to buy? Cool. How many stocks you want to buy. But if the users write some value in this input box, so we need that value also, right? So what we will do? We will keeping it in a variable. So quantity. Quantity. Cool. Nice. Once he has written this, then according to his number, add that currency quantities in user's account in backend. Okay. So what we'll do? We'll go our backend and we'll create one more array, that is purchased stocks or the purchased currency. Right. So he will not be having just one currency, right? So what are we using for that? An array, because he will be having 3 to 4 to 10 to 100 जितनी वो चाहता है, right? So what we'll do, also we have to put that currency in this array, right? So what we'll be doing, we'll be emitting a event from here, client server dot emit what will the buy currency or just say buy currency, right? So what you want, let op let buy, let's make a object which will be having the user's information. So what it will be, it will be having id dot id, right? The name l dot name, other things are purchased. What was the purchase quantity? Purchase quantity. So what it will be, quantity, and what can other be thing? Purchase price. Purchased price equals, sorry, purchase price equals to L dot price. What was the price at that time? Right. So what we'll do, once we are emitting this, we will also sending this by obj, by object to this event, right? Once we send, we have emitted there from there. Now what we need to do, we need to register that function here, that event here, sorry, right? So what we'll do, socket dot on, what was the event that was getting emitted? By currency, and it takes a callback function. What is that thing? Items. So what we'll do, after this, what we have to do, according to this number, we have to where it is, add that, we have to add that currency quantity in user's account. So this is the user's account, right? Now what we do, we'll just push this purchase currency dot push items, and once we have pushed, what we'll do, we need the users to tell that, yeah, your buy successful, right? Or you can just directly do in this. So we need to show alert by successful. Is it the spelling correct? Successful. Yeah, I think so. We'll punch this item to, yeah. Cool. So we'll come back to it later. Yeah. So what's the next point? So let's see. Let's try if this thing is actually coming or not. Okay. Let's emit an event from here. Let that purchased successful with purchase currency. Good. And what we do? We need that function here. We need that event here. So what we'll do? We'll be registering that event here. Client server dot on purchase successful data. That's data console dot log data. Cool. Let's check. Console. Suppose if I'm by A4 by successful. Cool. See, it came there. Means our data is getting correctly, right? Getting added correctly. Cool. So guys, any queries, any answer, any questions, any doubts still here? Whatever we have learned. Okay, do this again for more vacancy. Okay, no worries. Console by 5. Okay, by successful. See it again. We by B. Again, we'll try to see. We want to buy 5 stocks by successful. Cool. See, everything is coming. We have A, we have B, we have C. Cool. Any doubts, any queries till here? If no, I will be moving ahead. Cool. So, what we'll do, we'll go to the next thing. Next point. Example, there are 3 currencies. ABC, you can assume there. This thing we have already done that. So, okay, I don't think so. We have done this. There are 3 currencies. ABC, you can assume their initial value is anything. Okay, assuming A is 50 and initially users don't have any A currency. User clicks buy. He sees how a prompt. Okay, we have done this. He enters 4. So users own 500 rupees of currency A now. Okay, total amount should be there. Yeah, we can do this, right? We have the price, current price, we have the purchase quantity, right? We have just to multiply those and we'll get the total amount. Yeah. So what was that? He enters current, he owns so user owns 20 rupees of currency now. Yeah. So we'll be making a next one more table. What will show? It will show the name, the currency name, and how much he owns. Okay, cool. So he owns 4, and what's the amount for this? Okay, so the table will be the same. Instead of the buy button, we'll showing the total amount, and instead of price, we'll be showing total purchase quantities. Okay, yeah. So let's make a table first. Let's make a sample table for just our understanding. We'll just copy this. We'll paste it here. Okay, by currency board. So yeah, I can say this the currency table. Okay, let's see how this looks on our front end. Good. So let's do VR. So I'm not focusing that much on UI. We'll be just going with the logic only. Let's try this. Yeah, VR is here. VR, and one more VR. Let's see. Cool. We got the same output. Instead of price, we'll say quantity. Okay, quantity instead of by we'll say total amount. Nice. Let's see if this work. Good. This working fine. Nice. By currency dashboard. So we have the data here in our front end from the back end. So what we can do? We'll do let currency by currency dashboard equals to document dot query selector. Okay, I'll keep in mind what was that. Yeah, it's an ID. Cool. It's an ID. We have to stack. We'll just look through the data. Data. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll doing the same thing again and again. So let's copy and paste this. Copy, paste. Cool. So here's a name instead of price. What this is? Quantity. Or say directly the just pay purchase quantity. Well, again, copy this. Here's this purchase price. Okay, so do we have like okay, instead of purchase price, also total amount? Yes, wait a minute. Total amount, and here we say purchase price into L dot purchase quantity as our this is string, but that will be a problem because JavaScript will convert it into a number. If it's this string, we are trying to multiply with a number, right? Yes. Now let's check it. We don't need this. So what do you have to do? Row dot fan name purchase quantity total amount, and same thing in the currency that dashboard append new row. Cool. And yeah, we'll also be doing this dot in our HTML first month, because if it's new data again, it will come again, right? It will, what it will do, it will just add up to that table instead of overriding in that table, right? It's look good. Let's see if it's coming or not. It's not coming by. We did this by currency. Is there any again that I've done wrong? P body P dot for each new tier dot name. Cool. Name. Let's make it today. This. Okay. Data and L. Okay, yeah. Sorry. My bad. Wait, it's not coming back again. Data dot and dot name. Let's check first. If this is coming here. Also dot L. Oh yeah, okay, I got it. Actually, we are invoking this only, this event only when we click on a buy item, right? But we need our buy items there if there are something in our end, right? So what we'll do? We will do here with this purchase currency. If purchase currency dot length is greater than 0, what we do? We'll socket dot embed the same thing. Purchase currency with purchase currency. Otherwise, I will not do anything. I will do nothing. Nice. Let's see. Still, it's not coming. Let's try to add 5. Buy successful. Yeah. See, it's here. Right. Guys, do you have any questions till now? What we have done? Anyone? Any question? Cool. So I will be moving ahead. No. Cool. Nice. So what's the next problem? At the top of the table, give a mechanism to change the interval at which currencies are operating. It could be anything, check boxes. Okay, so we'll go with select drop down, and what we have to give these 3 values. to the client so that he can change the interval according to his choice. Right? Yeah. Select options. So at the top of table, here, what I will do, will just put this not in the HTML. So here, what we do, we'll create a div that is select a option. I get this. And is or changing interval. Cool. So what are the values? First 500, second 1000, and third is 1500. And what we'll do here, change after every 500 ms. Same I will copy here, paste. What will be 1500 and 1000 also 1 second. 1.5 seconds. Right. Let's see if this works. Okay. I'll give this an ID. And select. Okay. So cell. And this is going to be what? So what I can do? Just comma and just here. Let's say. Yeah, cool. It's here. And we'll do what? Just some margin. Bottom 10 px. Oh, yeah, it's look good. So what you do, if I do 1 second, it gets changed to 1 second. If I do 1.5 seconds, the values that are randomly changing here is 500 milliseconds, but it should be 1.5 seconds if I do 1.5 seconds. So what I will do, I will add event listener to this select. So what we'll do, we'll select it globally, we'll refresh time equals to of event dot vary selector. What I need to do, changing interval, refresh time dot on click equals to what I can say function. And once we have click on this, what should be done? Change the time, right? So what we'll do, we will emit event from here. So refresh time, right? And what will share refresh time dot value, because we are setting this selects value in this variable, and it will directly give us the value whatever we select. So let's try to console it if they are coming on correct or not. Refresh time dot value. Let's see. Meantime, let's comment this also. Okay. 1 second. 500. Yeah, that one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've changed on click, sorry. Should be on change. Now let's try it again. Spec console. Yeah, cool. I want to select a time. I want to select time and send to server, then server will invoke the function with the property time. Yeah, right. So we are once the time is getting changed, what we do, we'll emit a function where we'll emit an event from here. And what we'll do, we'll register that event in our backend. So what's that? Socket dot event. It's client. socket dot but on. What's that? Let's go there. Refresh time. Refresh. Takes a call back. And what will pass here? Time. Or say new time. So if I'll say update, I've already made a function that which contains the set interval function. So what I will say update time with a new time right. Now let's try, or say instead of new time we have already the initial time, but we can say initial time equals to new time and we'll pass our initial time here. Okay, let's see if this works correct or not. So they are getting changed by 500. Okay, I need to do one more thing. It will be a string that values keep, that this will come here, right? So I will be changing this into a number. Why? If someone has a the question why this value is a string, because see here the values are as string, right? So that's why, and these values are getting passed into this using this switchfetch.time value, where these values are getting passed to this event, and here it is accepting that those values, and these are a string. That's why we convert it into a number, and then we are trying to pass into our update time, which will change our time. Let's see every 1 second. Okay, every 1.5 second. So see, are you like seeing some conflictions here? Like one will change with 1 second, one is getting changed with 1.5 second, and sometimes they are getting changed with 500 seconds, right? So what's the reason here, right? What's the reason? Can anyone tell me? Because we already changed the time. Shouldn't it be like if it's 1 second, it should be 1 second here. If it's 5 seconds, it should be 5 seconds here. Can anyone tell me? You can mute yourself and can speak. Anyone? Anyone would like to volunteer? Okay. So what's happening here is, see, we have already a set interval function, right? So in our backend, what happens in the engine, in the V8 engine, it will this set interval with 500 seconds, right? This set interval with 500 milliseconds is already registered, right? But again, we are trying to register one more interval with 1000 values, doing the same thing with 1000 with a gap of 1000 millisecond, doing the same thing. That it's also changing the values for this currency, and this will also change the values for the currency. So तो इस चीज को अगर हम चाहते हैं कि ये चीज ना हो, okay, so what we can do, we can remove the instance of the previous interval if we are trying to set a new interval there, right? So how we can do this? So we can just take id here. Okay, it will be as globally. So what we'll do, we'll keep this interval in an id or in a variable. Okay, and when we are trying to change the value, before changing the value, what we'll do, we will clear it. We'll remove that instance, that previous instance of that set interval. Okay, so if I do this clear interval id and I do update time initial with the new value, let's see what happens. Good, again fluctuate or not? It's 500 milliseconds. Yeah, let's try it 1 second. Working correct. Let's try it 1.5 second. Working correct. Yeah. See, is it working now? Fine. Is it working, right? So everyone got like answer back why I have used clear interval ID here. Anyone, if anyone is here like who didn't get why are you using clear interval ID? Anyone? Any queries till now? Is everyone getting what we are doing? Ha, cool. Yeah. So basically, there were two intervals there initially. Yes, there was already an interval. Then again, we are trying to restart one more interval. So and both intervals, what are they doing? They are doing the same thing. Right? Both are changing the prices uh, according to their time, and both after that, what is happening? Both are invoking this, or say both are emitting this event. Right? That's why it was giving fluctuations in our UI. That was the reason. So now what we did, we just instead of setting a new interval with the previous interval, what we did, we just erase that previous interval, and we create a new interval with the new time, with the new interval that we give it. Cool. Got that? Yeah, nice. So we'll go to the next. Show how many currencies you own somewhere on below the dashboard that we have already done. So if I'll refresh, so yeah, there is one more thing. Okay, I think yeah, if users refresh page, he should still see the data, right? He is getting the data. It's correct, right? But what's happening when users changes interval on front end, the time at which currencies are updating changes. It's already done. Make sure all this processing happening in backend, including sockets. Yeah, we have done this. It's fine if the server data is memory. We also did this, right? But there is one more thing like that had to be done. What this like? Can anyone tell me? See, if we are changing it to 1.5 seconds, what is this? 1.5 seconds, right? But if I refresh this, what's happening? It's again getting changed to 500 milliseconds, right? But how the data is getting changed here? Still 1.5, right? See, here it is shown like that it is getting changed as 500 milliseconds. But how the data is getting changed here? 1.5 milliseconds. So अगर आप suppose you are deploying this app, so ये सही रहेगा as from the client side. Will it be correct to show client like this? इसमें क्या होगा? Client will get confused, right? It's a bug. Client will get confused like I've selected 500 milliseconds. There is 500 milliseconds, but the data is getting changed with 1.5 seconds. What's happening? What's with this app? He will never use again it, right? Because it's just confusing it, and he is trying to he have to like उसको पैसे खर्च करने अपने, right? Because it's a type of cryptocurrency app. So what will this happen? Client will never use it again, right? So how we can do this? We have the initial time, right? We have the initial time set. So what we can do? Okay, can anyone tell me like what we can do? Anyone would like to volunteer? Come on, it's just a simple thing. Try it. You can unmute yourself and tell. Anyone? No one. Okay. So see, we have the already initial time. What you have to? So we have to just emit a event from here. Set interval time, and with what value? Initial time. What we'll do? We will take here client server dot or okay. And what was the event that we are trying to emit? This what is sending us the time? What we can set? Refresh time dot value is a given value. Simple. Time dot show. So will this solve our problem? Yeah, it will. See. So if I'll do 1.5 seconds, getting changed with 1.5 seconds. So if I'll try to again refresh it, see, every 1.5 seconds, right? See, if I try to buy this, 3, buy successful, see, it came here, and if we'll try to refresh it, it's here. Right? So what's happening? Everything is working now, working fine. Even after refreshing, nothing is like getting destroyed, right? So it's fine. So is there any more point that we can do in this? Let's say it's fine if server is storing data. So it's fine. Okay, if we restart, if we lose data, allows service running, we should be able to see data. Yes, our service running and we are able to see the data. The data is here, right? So this concludes our assignment, right? So okay, okay. So what last thing?
सर जो VS कोड में किया था ना वो
This one.
यस यस
Okay, no worries. I will repeat. See, what happening? What was happening? I will just comment this. Yeah. E2 string. Okay. Yeah, I will tell you everything. No worries. So see, Ankish, are you there?
यस सर
Yeah, cool. Don't unmute. Okay. Be with you. See, initially, what's happening? It is getting changed with 500 milliseconds,
यस
right? So if I'll select 1 second, what's happening? It get changed with the values are getting changed in at interval of 1 second,
यस
right? So, but if I refresh this, what's written here?
5 मिलीसेकंड और 500 मिलीसेकंड
500 millisecond. But how the values are getting changed?
इट्स 1 सेकंड
Yeah, with an interval of 1 second, right? So suppose if a client client is trying to use your this app, so this will be like a worse experience for the client, right? Because he will get confused, right?
यस
वो क्या हो जाएगा, पूरा कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा कि यहाँ पे तो 500 मिलीसेकंड, बिकॉज क्लाइंट डोंट नो अबाउट एनी कोडिंग एनीथिंग, ही जस्ट हैव टू यूज दिस ऐप, राइट?
यस
हमने क्या किया, व्हाट वी डिड, व्हेन वी आर ट्राइंग टू चेंज अवर व्हाट द वैल्यूज, ठीक है, ये वैल्यू जो हम लोग चेंज कर रहे हैं ना, व्हाट वी डिड, वी वी एमिटेड दिस इवेंट विद द करंट वैल्यू, ठीक है, जो भी हम लोग चेंज कर रहे हैं उस वैल्यू के साथ हमने क्या करा, इस इवेंट को एमिट करा,
यस
right? So see what's that event? Refresh time. Where we have registered it, refresh time. See refresh time, right? So
Okay.
initial time. So what was our initial time? We have already set it our initial time as 500 seconds, right? In a global variable. है ना?
यस
ना? So हम लोग क्या करेंगे अब, इसी उस ग्लोबल वेरिएबल में जो करंट टाइम आ रहा है उसको डाल देंगे,
ओके ओके
उसको स्टोर कर देंगे, ठीक है?
यस यस
सो अब क्या होगा, हमने वो स्टोर कर दिया, राइट? हमारा जो इनिशियल टाइम है वो अब क्या हो गया, चेंज हो गया, जो भी क्लाइंट ने नया टाइम सेट करा था, है ना?
यस
ठीक है। सो देखो तभी तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, ये चेंज हो जा रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ पे जो चेंज वैल्यू चेंज हो रही है वो किस हिसाब से हो रही है, 1 सेकंड के हिसाब से,
यस सर जो पहले का टाइम था उस हिसाब से
हाँ उस हिसाब से, राइट? सो व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू जस्ट शो दैट 1 सेकंड हियर आल्सो इन द सेलेक्ट बार,
यस सर
right? So that the client don't get confused. So what we did for it, I just entered a event from here कि
यस
ये पिछला जो प्रीवियस टाइम था ये होगा, राइट? सो सेट इंटरवल टाइम, इनिशियल टाइम, ठीक है, जो भी ये इसमें जो भी वैल्यू आई थी, राइट? सो एंड फ्रॉम इन फ्रंट एंड व्हाट आई डिड, आई जस्ट रजिस्टर्ड दैट इवेंट हियर कि जब भी बैकएंड से कोई भी ऐसा कुछ इवेंट एमिट होगा, ओके,
ओके
उसको सॉकेट कहाँ पे आएगा, सॉकेट इस वाले इसमें आएगा कि हाँ ये यहाँ पे रजिस्टर हो रहा है, तो इट विल सी set interval time, ठीक है. So what this refresh time is? Refresh time में क्या? Select bar,
Yes, sir.
let's see, changing interval, right?
Yes,
तो
sir.
हमारे refresh time में क्या है? Actually the select bar, select DOM element, है ना?
Yes, sir.
है. तो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? उसकी वैल्यू को किसमें क्या चेंज कर दे रहे हैं? रिफ्रेश दैट सेलेक्ट डॉट वैल्यू, कौन सी वैल्यू चेंज कर दे रहे हैं? टाइम.
बैकएंड से भेजिए, उससे चेंज करना
हाँ,
है.
उससे कर दे रहे हैं. और टू
Yes,
स्ट्रिंग इसलिए करा बिकॉज दिस टाइम इज इन नंबर्स,
yes, yes.
right?
So now
And this
got it.
value, yeah, and this value is in string. So I just changed that time to a string. Simple.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Any other queries you are having?
No, sir.
Cool. Nice. So anyone else like having any queries, any doubts regarding this? Anyone? Okay, so you can write in the chat like, okay, I got only one response. Everyone? Okay. So no one is having any queries. Okay, cool. So this concludes our today's PhD. Okay, so that was assignment. So if like here's a tip from me. So if you want like solve the question, what? Okay, before that I will stop the recording.